Hello and welcome back to our channel. So one of the comments that I get very often about Zeus is how unsafe it is to have a German Shepherd around kids. I did not know this going into getting a German Shepherd, that this was such a widely, I didn't even know it was a hot topic, because I had read up on German Shepherds and everything I read was that they were incredible family dogs. So I wanted to share with you guys a few things that we have done to ensure that his integration into our family was a good, easy, smooth ride for us, because when they're puppies, they can be rough. And this is another common thing I get is, my puppy's 5 months old and they're a nightmare. Like, what do? I can't handle it. And so I wanted to give you guys kind of what we went through so you know what to expect when you get a puppy and you have children. So we brought Zeus home at 8 weeks old, and the very first thing he did to my son was bite him. He was 8 weeks old and he wanted to just chew on him. And so the breeder that we got him from was like, oh, don't let him do that because, stop it right away. And we did not realize at the time how incredibly important that was. We thought the German Shepherds puppy, they puppy bit the same as every other dog. They do not. That's why they're known as land sharks, because what a normal puppy will do when it's puppy biting, times it by 100, and that's a German Shepherd. And they grow so fast. So by the time they're 5 or 6 months, they're a big dog. And so by that time, if you have toddlers around or even children around, it can become a real problem. So Zeus was, I would say, if you have a 10, the worst puppy biter, I would say he was a 9. He was a horrible puppy biter. He bit all of the time. He bit ankles, toes. Every time I walked down my stairs, he would run up and bite my butt every single time and then bolt down the rest of the stairs because he just thought it was funny, I guess. I don't know. And so we got to a point where we were like, we cannot handle this anymore. So we took him to a couple trainers. I did a one-on-one session with a trainer, and then I did the group, where you go every week training. And so we did a couple things. We started with different techniques to make him stop. You have to make sure you do it within a few seconds. And then we used a prong collar. I, of course, at first was very against a prong collar until I realized that it's not meant to hurt him. It's really meant to be a communication tool. And we needed to communicate with Zeus what was appropriate behavior and what was not, because we have children. We have 2 sons. This is one of my sons here playing with him, and they can be so rough and they puppy bite that if you don't figure out how to stop that, it can really hinder that relationship with the puppy and the child, because the child is going to hate that dog because it's puppy biting and it hurts, right? And so we really worked on that, and that is what we worked on, is to stop that puppy biting. And I would say the second we introduced that prong collar, within 2 weeks, the puppy biting was 98% gone. It was just gone. And we put a very short lead on it, like just a handle on a prong collar, and if he would go up and he'd puppy bite, we would give it a quick yank, and it was just communicate, hey, don't like that, not good behavior, and it was stopped. And so Zeus is now 2, and we have absolutely no problems with him. But I will say that it does take work, and you have to stop it when they're young so they understand that they understand that behavior, that you have to stop it. So if you're having kids and you're struggling, know that you are not alone. Know that there's nothing you did wrong. It's not just your puppy. It is a German Shepherd thing. And I have heard this over and over and over again from people in my comment sections being like, I can't handle it, da-da-da. And it's like, just power through, and you will end up with the most phenomenal dog that you've ever had. I've had multiple dogs since I was a child, and having a German Shepherd is a different experience. They're incredibly smart, incredibly loyal, and just a really good companion. He is incredible. He doesn't chew things up. He doesn't destroy things. He doesn't dig up yards. He literally doesn't bite people, doesn't resource guard. I mean, he's just a phenomenal dog. So just power through and realize that it's going to be rough. You're going to have to spend a lot of time training, doing that stuff. But in the end, you're going to end up with just an amazing dog for your family.